Hey y'all, it's Lindsay and I wanted to show you how I'm gonna make some bean burritos that are gonna be a Trim Healthy Mama meal. So one of my previous food preps, I talked about wanting to make some bean burritos to stick into my freezer for quick lunches or dinners or whatever have you. And I did not have any beans to get that done. So the last time that I was at the grocery store, I bought beans, but then I also decided to pick up a can of the fat-free refried beans because life right now, honestly. And whenever I was looking at these, it's just pinto beans, water, salt, vinegar, chili pepper, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder. Like literally the ingredients are fantastic on this, and they are fat-free. They have 18 grams of carbs in a half cup serving. That's a lot. So, and then they have 6 grams of protein. So ultimately, I feel like half cup of beans in a single burrito is a lot. I probably wind up only using maybe an eighth to a quarter cup of beans. So even with that, this could be a fuel pull. So it's just a matter of playing the numbers if it's really that important to you. And I am going to go ahead and just like make these E's just to make it simpler on myself. I'm going to call them an E. So I'm going to use my refried beans. I'm going to use the Santa Fe Tortilla Company low carb wraps. They have 5 net carbs, but they have 3.5 grams of fat. So whenever you're doing bean burritos, you want to make sure that you stay under 5 grams of fat. So this plus those beans, we're still at 3.5 grams. And then I plan to use some salsa. This salsa has 0 grams of fat, so we're still at 3.5. And I usually wind up putting Greek yogurt on my burritos instead of sour cream. And this has 0 grams of fat, so as long as I only use 1 wrap for 1 burrito, which is logical, I will stay well within that 5 grams of fat allowance. Now, my family will not eat bean burritos without cheese on them. So I will be adding some Monterey Jack cheese to theirs. And if I wanted to add this onto mine and have it still maintain that E status, I would just put like a very light sprinkle of this cheese. It's got 9 grams of fat per ounce, which is a lot of cheese. So I think that winds up being about 1/4 cup of cheese if it's all grated up. So I will probably be doing less than a tablespoon of cheese on my bean burritos. Now to do these in the freezer, the only things I'm going to put on my actual tortillas will be my beans, my salsa, and the cheese. I will add the Greek yogurt whenever I reheat these bean burritos. And if I wanted something like lettuce or anything like that, fresh vegetables on my bean burrito, I would add those after I warmed it up. That way it doesn't get all gross. Let me get you set up and I'll get to work. I've only got 6 made up here right now because we plan to actually eat bean burritos tonight. Oh, Lauren needs help. So I'm gonna package these up in a gallon-sized freezer bag, and I'm gonna let them freeze. And then because I've got them individually wrapped in a paper towel, they are not gonna stick together. And then I can easily pop these into my microwave for about a minute, give or take. It's kind of a your mileage may vary type of a situation. And typically a minute in my microwave heats these through, and then I'll open it up, put a little bit of that Greek yogurt in there and my fresh veggies, whether it's fresh tomatoes to add to the salsa, or if it is some shredded up lettuce or whatever. If I wanted to add, if I didn't have any jalapenos and I wanted fresh jalapenos in there, that would be really good. So that is how I am making my freezer bean burritos. Okay, so I've got them sorted out into my freezer. I like to leave this shelf in my freezer open so that whenever I've got chocolate that I'm making, Lauren, no. So whenever I have chocolate that I'm making, or if I'm trying to freeze something flat and I don't want to take it out to my deep freeze, it's available. So I'm gonna let those freeze for a few hours and then they'll be ready to go. And I did label my bag. Actually, I should probably show you rather than tell you. I labeled it Bean Burritos, THM E. So whenever time comes for me to pull those, I'm sorry, you're wonky right now. So whenever the time comes for me to pull one out for a lunch or a dinner or a quick snack, I've got those and I'm ready to roll. Okay, quickly I wanted to show you what I would do for my E bean burritos. So I've got that low carb wrap. I've got probably a 1/4 cup of the fat-free refried beans. I've got probably 2.5 tablespoons of this salsa. I've got about a tablespoon of this shredded cheese, and I warmed that up. Then I put on, I don't know, probably a 1/4 cup, maybe a little less, of my Greek yogurt. And then I've put on a little bit of spring mix. If I had iceberg lettuce that I could shred up, I would like that better, but this is the lettuce that I have available. I'm gonna wrap this up and then I will show you my plate. All right, so there's that bean burrito. Here are some colorful peppers all sliced up, and then I've just got some more salad greens, some more spring mix, and I'm going to use some salsa as a dressing, which I like to do regularly whenever I'm having an E-style meal that's got some more Mexican flavors to it. So here we go, an E meal that I am going to love. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.